They got
Oh,
to have a rubber
no.
match.
That's over.
Drew said the
That's
same
over.
thing.
That's over.
Drew said the same thing.
No.
A rubber match, bro.
We knew
It gotta be a
we knew Drew wasn't done because he still had the bracelet. As long as he had that bracelet, that was never over. Like it's time for both of them to go do something else now.
No,
No,
bro.
man.
That
There's going to be
rivalry
one
been
more
going on
match.
now.
Man.
One
One
more,
more.
bro. One more.
Hey,
Yeah,
a strap
blood.
match,
That's perfect.
you don't. That is, but
Yeah.
you don't need They don't need another match. That was a strap match. That was a great
Oh,
blow
come
off. Like,
on.
y'all don't think that was a good blow off?
No, that was the second match, and then
Drew
one
got his
more.
win. Punk got his win. Let's get number 3.
Oh, yeah, okay. Y'all want the trilogy? Okay, y'all want
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, Cody
Got
himself.
each other
Cody
with that
himself had a
Denzel. All
trilogy.
right, okay.
Look at him. But Cody himself had a trilogy, and Cody won every time.
Hey, man,
bro,
he had a
you look like
trilogy in his soul. He had to get it.
You look like Denzel off Training Day right now, for real though.
Oh, no.
All right, okay. All right. Mm-hmm. All right, okay.
Y'all been wrestling with Pelican. Hey, I'm through with you.
Hey, fellas, but listen, I'm with it all. I mean, whether it's a third one or not, I mean, I don't know, man. They rocked the house last night. Let's talk about that match. Let's talk about CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
For
Oh,
me,
man.
match of the night for me.
Hey, man. Maybe.
For me.
I got you. But, I mean, it was good, though. Like I said, going back for all the damage they did, Punk went through a table. And then my favorite part was when they've done it before, because I remember doing I think it was with JBL and Eddie, where Drew was carrying Punk on his back, going to each turnbuckle, and then Punk came around behind him on top, hitting the same one. That made me think about JBL and Eddie Guerrero. They had their match like that. So that was my favorite part. That was my favorite part of it. And I'm glad that Punk, to keep this man down, this man was like what, about 4, 5 GTSs?
Yeah.
About 5 of them, yeah. So that was smart on his part to keep this man down, because every time they did it throughout the match, they built up to that. Because every time they did it, both of them kept waking up or stopping him from getting that last turnbuckle. So I enjoyed that he kept him down. He finally got his bracelet back. So now that part of the story could be over, now we get back to Drew wanting to keep this going and say, I just can't live with him getting a win over me, or something like that. And say, I gotta settle it. I got my win. He got his win. Let's settle this. A lot of people saying Hell in a Cell, Bad Blood. It makes sense.
Well,
I think that's where it goes.
Happened that Bad Blood over the years.
Yeah, that's true too.
I mean, we saw what happened to Kevin Nash at Bad Blood. I mean, but you know.
Oh Lord.
Man, go ahead. Don't worry all that, man.
The Triple H.
This 2003 talk, man. This old 2003 talk you got going on, man. Oh my
God. Reign of Terror. Jesus.
Yeah, goodness, man.
You need to get a
so bad.
Theme song every time you put one in. Down.
Hey, Sean.
Every episode.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You probably shouldn't have brought that match up, because that match was not good. But that's another topic.
Hey, I'm not with it if it's good or not. The boy won. The boy Tripp did his thing. I don't care if it was good.
That's all he cared about. That's all he cared about.
Yeah, that's all I care.
All I'm gonna say about that match, the first thing I gotta say is look in my eyes and tell me what you see. I had to do it. I had to do it. Listen, the gimmick matches like that, you got to have the right people in there to pull those off. And those two gentlemen did exactly what they were supposed to do. Even with Punk finally getting to that last turnbuckle, he drew it out like he was supposed to. And I don't know if y'all felt like it, but every time he went back to do another GTS, I was like, oh, he could mess this up. Drew could get out. Like, it could turn out bad. Yep. But Punk emotion and his pride is going to want to keep doing it until he know he's down. But I'm thinking, even on that last one, I'm like, bro, he's down. Just go to the turnbuckle, slap the turnbuckle. Nah, right. He had to hit one more, and then he got the bracelet. Now, once he got the bracelet, I said, okay, this is game. But Drew McIntyre just picking him up and dropping him through that table like a little kid was hilarious. That was probably one of the funniest spots of the night, because it was so effortless. You know what I'm saying? Just, here you go. Boom. And then like a sack of groceries or something, you know? So I thought it was well done. Even Drew attacking Punk during the entrance, Drew did as a heel. Drew did exactly what you're supposed to do, because in the beginning stages of your wrestling training, as a babyface, you're taught to never turn your back on the heel. And I see it happen all the time. But back in the day, that never used to happen because that was a rule. You don't, because if you're beefing with a guy, you turn your back on him. Why wouldn't he attack you? So when Punk got on there doing his entrance and Drew attacked him, I thought that's a perfect start to this match. You know what I'm saying? Because we got animosity, we got vitriol, we got anger. So Drew was ready to throw down from the moment Punk got out there. I was thoroughly pleased. That was my match of the night as well, Lonnie. The strap match, easily.
That was a perfect example too of less is more, because it's so easy. I think sometimes this shows the true professionalism, in my opinion. It's so easy to get overshadowed by a what's the term I want to use? A match with a stipulation or a gimmick match, however you want to say it. But it's so easy to get over, and you do big spots and things like that. It's so easy to get overshadowed. But those two boys, those are workhorses. You know what I'm saying? They worked that match.
Kept it simple, kept hitting their finishes.
Yeah. It was, and that's my reason behind it.
Well said. Well said.
Yeah, I was thoroughly entertained just because the length of the story, what they did, and how they executed. It was excellently executed, in the words of Bret Hart.
One of my guys.
That match again was done well with the psychology, and I mean, I'm interested to know. Like I said, I wouldn't be opposed to a part 3 at Bad Blood, or if it just ended here. I wouldn't be opposed to either one, man. But it was perfectly done, well done. It was like a well done steak, ladies and gentlemen. But I mean,
That sounds delicious.
It sounds good. Let's move